Hello, everybody. Jonna again with Jonna's Journey. I hope everybody's having a great night. Um, yeah, just wait for people to hop on as we just kind of go along, I guess. Hello. Yeah, Lulu just came out of the shower. She's happy now that she's able to actually go and lay in her other bed now that we got everything fixed. So, yeah. Lulu, what are you doing? What are you doing? There's nothing down there. Yeah, there's nothing down there. There's no goodies. No, there's no goodies down there. So I hope everybody's having a good night. It's late. It's late me getting on, but this is the first chance I've had today. So, but anyway. So hopefully I'm coming through. I usually have to always check, to make sure that I'm connected. Oh, well, hello, Lord Nora. Yeah, I didn't know for sure if I'd be on here tonight or not at all. So, um, because it was getting kind of late and Sam was still on, so I was like, okay. But anyway, so here we are. And I was trying to go in so I could make sure that I was connected and everything, but I don't know if it's going to let me or not. So, but I take it that I am coming through. So, so, so how did your market go this weekend? Good. I'm glad I'm coming through. Oh goodness. Oh boy. I just finished the gingerbread dragon literally 5 minutes ago. Oh, cool. So I take it turned out fine and the pattern was pretty easy, I take it. And are you going to be putting it up on your Facebook so that I can see it? See how it turned out. Hello, Speed. Market was okay, yes, unless you break your yarn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. What are you doing, Mom? Yeah, so now I get on here and now you're wanting attention, wanting out something. She's been laying in the shower for I don't know how long. So actually I'm working on hats tonight. Kind of like this. This is kind of it's the style of what I'm working on. Um, I'm doing kind of a mauve color. actually got quite a few hats done over the last 2 days because I was like, I think I need to replenish my hats because I almost sold out of all my hats that I had last time. So yeah, so I started making hats. So yeah, I think I've got six. I got two black, two gray, two multi, one kind of mustard color, and then this mauve one that I started. So excuse you. I'm trying to number 4 weight on this, and it tends to be a little bit thicker, but I don't know if I'm going to like it for this or not. I mean, I still want it to be kind of floppy, but the other ones I used were a 5 weight bulky, and this is a 4, so we'll see. It may be just fine. And I'm gonna have to let Luna out, or she's gonna sit here and whine the whole time. Yes, we hear you. Okay, I'll be right back. Sorry. Stay where Mama can see you. What'd you find? Oh. Okay. Okay, she'll be okay for a couple of minutes anyway, so. Mm. Okay. Oh, thank you. No, just thank you. It's kind of crazy right now, but it's always crazy. So, um, how are you, Amber? Hope you're having a good night. Having a good Sunday. Happy birthday, Victoria. I'm working on hats. This is the style of hat, just kind of a floppy type. Um, but yeah, that's the style of hat that I'm working on tonight. I wanted to get some more done before market, so because I'm not really after today, well, after tomorrow actually. I'm just gonna have to be done with what I get done because I'm gonna be gone for about 3 days. So then whenever I get back, then I'll just have to make sure that I have everything ready, packed up, because then I can start setting up on Friday, which is nice. And it's not that far away from my house, so if something happens, then it's all good. So won't be that far for me to grab things or if I need anything or whatever. So Market was horrible. I only made $59, but better than nothing, I guess. Yes, and you gotta. I mean, you gotta start somewhere. If you haven't been doing it very long, just keep doing it. Just be consistent in it and hang in there. Some markets are going to be better than others. You know, so you just gotta hang in there and keep doing it and put yourself out there. Just gotta hang in there. I know there's been times where I've not made nothing, back in the day. Good. Yeah, and just continue to keep on crocheting along with this. Motivate each other. Yes, and it is practice. Yeah. Yeah, and the more and more you put yourself out there and letting people know and stuff, the better it'll get. Like I said, in my early days, it was rough. And that was back whenever markets weren't really a thing, as much. And it just kind of grew. So, it was more like, the little craft market, like craft shows and stuff that they had at the malls and stuff like that, which were fun. I like doing it. I'll hang in there, but I want to do another one. It was fun. Oh, yeah, they are fun. So, yeah, absolutely. It's a lot of work, but they're a lot of fun to do, especially if it is something that you really do enjoy. That's what makes it even easier. And these hats that I'm making tonight are a different style hat even than what my other ones were, so I'm hoping they do go over. I just wanted something different. I was getting tired of making the same hat over and over again. So I thought, well, I still have some of those left, and I did make a few more, so I'm still gonna have them. But I just wanted to have another alternative too. So we got a new canopy, and for the last couple of months, I have felt like the mojo was off. It wasn't until yesterday I figured out we were putting the tables in the wrong order. It makes a difference. Thank you, Donna, and blessings to you as well. I hope you're having a great night. Yeah, because I mean, like the flow and stuff of things. That's like whenever setting up for that one market that I had here just a few weeks ago, I thought I had it set up the way I wanted it to, and then I stepped back and I looked and I was like, no. And I had to totally redo the whole thing because it didn't feel right, like you just said. And then I was satisfied. I just had to move a few things around and tweak some things, and then it was good. Oh, it will drive you crazy because if I would have just sat there and been like, no, I got to do something, and if I waited until too late and people started coming through and here I am changing things up, it would have thrown everything off. So, yeah, I totally get it. And I went ahead and took pictures and stuff so then I'd kind of remember how I did do it this last time. But who's to say when I go to set up this next weekend, coming weekend, then I'll want something totally different, because I'm going to have new stuff too. And I'll have, oh, I got a hunk of hair there. Um, I'm going to have my Christmas stuff and I am going to try to have my Christmas tree. And then I'll have my clothing rack that I finally found a small clothing rack. So it's going to be a little bit different this time. So I don't know if I'm really going to end up doing it the same as what I did. Figure it out till halfway through. Well, now. That's what matters, right? Now. But again, it may change though. It may change. But at least you do know, so it's in the back of your noggin in case. And I guess whenever I said I was getting tired of doing the same hat, this one's basically the same as the ones that I was doing. It's kind of the same concept, but I'm not doing the half double crochets. I'm doing the double crochets in the back loop to do, the ribbing type style. But I'm doing them longer so I can fold them up. I didn't have a brim on my other ones. I didn't have where you could fold it up. They weren't long enough to do that. So really, they're not that much different. But they are. They look more knitted like, but I mean, my other ones even kind of did that too. But yeah, I just wanted to change. Just wanted something a little bit different. And these aren't as stiff. They're more of a floppy, more flimsy type. To me, a comfy hat, a little bit. Whereas there's some people that want them a little more fitted. So I guess try to please more of a crowd, more than have have some different ones for different tastes. So so are you getting to take a break now, Lenora, for a little bit, or will you have another market coming up here pretty quick? Oh, she's back. Be right back. You feel better now? Hmm. Gotta go get her a cookie. I'll be right back. Here you go. Okay. I'm back. What did you get all over me? Did you get stuff all over me? Or just me? Did you get into something outside because you get into something? You're kind of stinky. Mama gonna have to give you a shower? We're gonna have to give you a bath tonight for bed? We have two long tables and a short table. I had one of the long ones and the short one swapped. I kept saying something was off and everyone else had no clue. Oh no. Nope, we still have events into December. Yeah, I figured you would, but I didn't know if you'd have like a little pause or not. So because I guess I will have about 4 weeks in between mine. I'm not going to do any in between. There was one that I saw that it was like, oh, I can maybe do that, but it's going to be too close. It's going to be too close. So I'm going to opt to not do that one and just go for the one that's in 4 weeks. And unless something happens that I'm not able to do it, but um, in that 4 weeks in between, I'm hoping to get my Christmas decorating done because I wanted to try to get my tree up yesterday or today, but that didn't happen. But um, so we'll see. It won't be this weekend, so hopefully the next weekend, and then I can be ahead on that kind of stuff. And then if I need to replenish anything from it, then I'll hopefully have time. So, man, this light in here tonight for some reason seems awfully bright. Maybe it's because I have a light shirt on. I don't know. I got a new floor lamp, so I'm going to be putting it down in the corner down here, like where my craft thing is at, I think. So maybe that'll be enough light of an evening whenever I'm on, but I'm not on that much of an evening, but yeah, tonight it seems like it's, because I'm watching myself and I'm like, to make it, it's very, very bright. Like I'm reflecting. Oh, she's going to be up prowling now. She slept all day and she's got her second wind. She's still in that mode, I think, from whenever I was working, she's still, that's her habit. She just would sleep all day until we got home. And even though I'm home, she'll get up like first thing in the morning with me and stuff and, go out and do our walking and take her out whatever, and do all the things like that. But then she she goes to sleep. She's up for a couple of hours, and then it's just like, okay, I am wiped out. I'm going to bed now. And she sleeps all day until my husband gets home. And then she wants to go out running around outside with him, which is fine. That's her time with him. But it's true. They do sleep a lot, and there's sometimes it's like, man. But if she's getting to go with me, then she's ready to go. She's awake and ready to go. She's ready to go with me. But again, this hat is super simple. I just chain it out 37, start my double crochet 4 stitches in, and do double crochets clear across, so you end up with 34, I think, stitches is what it is, right? And just do them in the back loop until you get to like 20, between 18 and 20 rows, depending on how big you want the hat for, more like a teen, like pre-teen, teen size to adult. And that makes it long enough to where you can turn the brim. So, really easy, quick project to do. Because I've got all of them here that I made just in the last 24 hours, maybe. Because I've been going to town. I made 2 of these, this color, and I really like this. It's super duper soft, and it just has that different kind of, I don't know what you call it. I don't know. It's just different, but I love it. And I got it at a thrift store for like maybe $1 a round. I mean, and it was a good bulky size. It was from Hobby Lobby. Um, and then I made 2 gray ones, and they're out of the chunky number 5 of the yarn bee. And then I made one in kind of the mustard color. Whew! It's not that color. It's more of a warm, it's not a bright. Oh, lordy. That is, yeah, it's not this color. It is more of your warm mustard, pretty. I'm not saying this is ugly, but woo, that about knocks your socks off. So, love that. It's the warm, pretty, and then I made the black then. Just the simple black, standard one. And one, a smaller one, because I was starting to run out, so I just made a little shorter for just a smaller hat for probably, like preteen type size maybe. But this, it's like I said, it's a number 4. It's not a bulky, but it is the yarn bee. And I'm trying to remember if it's just mauve is what it's called or what. Yeah, it's just called mauve. And it's the low pill. I love the low pill. I tell you what, I do love the big twist for like some of my wearables and things and some of the things that I make. But I just really do like this yarn bee and the low pill. It is my favorite, even in the bulky and the number 4. I wish they made them in bigger skeins, but they don't right now, unless they just don't at my Hobby Lobby. I don't know. But I would really love it if they would just make bigger skeins of it, because it is my go-to. I've gotten hooked on it. And I have made so many things out of it. and have had really good luck with washing up and everything. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm using an L hook on this because I want it to be very loose, but I'm wondering if I'm doing it too loose now because it keeps wanting to drop, and then others of them it does fine. So, but I want it to have that plenty of stretch and stuff to make it where it's more flowy. And even this mauve isn't, yeah, this mauve isn't showing the true color of mauve that it is tonight. My lighting is really off. Oh, I turned on my fireplace. Now I'm gonna have to turn it off. I'm getting hot. Getting warm. It's cold now. Oh, I have. I was gonna show, I forgot that I had it laying here until I looked down. I even made a wrap out of some, I've got it laying here. Hold on. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it. I never pronounce it right. Yeah, that. I never pronounce it right. By Lion Brand. Light, yeah. And it's in Groot. Yes, it's in Groot. And I have like three of them. I got these at the thrift store too. I think I maybe paid $2 a cake, and they're the big cakes. So yeah, I made this, and I think it turned out so pretty. Very fall, very fallish. Isn't that pretty? And I sat down and did it this afternoon while we were watching football. And it's big. I want it to be a wrap where you can do it like as, you know, the wrap like in the front where you wrap it, or you could even do it to the side and have like a little pin, you know, like a pin or something like that. Or even just wrapped around your shoulders. So it's plenty big enough for, um, because I wear like an extra large, even maybe in some things a 1X, and it does very much fit, but it would still be small enough yet for somebody that isn't as broad maybe and stuff, which I'm not real broad through my shoulders, but I'm chest wise. So, you know, I think it'll fit all, really, it's one size fits whatever. So I have another one that I would really, I think I am going to take it north with me to work on there because I can work on it whenever the kids are in bed or whatever. Because Tuesday night, whenever we get there, we won't, I mean, I'm going to want to spend time with the kids, but they'll be going to bed. So I'll probably stay up for a little bit and I can maybe work on it a little bit then. And then even while we're driving, because Papa's going with us. So it's going to be Grammy and Papa both. So Gray will be happy. He he doesn't know yet though, so don't tell him. Gray doesn't know yet. So So it's going to be a little surprise for Gray Gray. So that Papa's going to get to go too. So that'll be fun. So I'll have some downtime, hopefully, that I won't be driving, that I can crochet. So I'll have, at least one of the trips I'll have 3 hours that I can crochet. So thank you, Lenora. I thought they were really pretty colors. The way they had him have him in that cake is really pretty. It's really pretty. So the other cake isn't the exact same, which I'm good with. I don't want it to be the same, really. And so yeah, it has the same colors, but it's not spaced the same. The colors are different. It'll make him ecstatic. He's gonna pee his little pants. He's gonna be so happy. He will be happy. I can just see him doing his little feet. So yeah, and get to see my little Everly, and we'll be back up there the next weekend. Yeah. Oh my. Yeah, it will be. Will it? No, it'll be in 2 weeks, I guess. So it'll be the week after. Yeah, in 2 weeks, then we'll be back up there because we'll have her birthday. So you should go watch the short that I made of him with. I think it's Spider-Man. I think you'll see the Spider-Man. I think is the little picture. You should go see that. You should go watch it. You'll see how ornery he is. That was probably right around a year ago when I made that short of him. I think. I'm trying to kind of remember the timeline. I don't remember if Everly was born yet or not, but it's yeah. We walked into an adventure that day. I will never forget that. Oh, okay. I don't know what's happening again there. Ah, I'm not gonna lie, when I went to bed last night, I woke up in the night and the back, oh my gosh, right back here between my shoulder blades and my neck and all that, it was like, oh my gosh, which, I mean, I'm used to sitting that way and having my head down and doing whatever, but I'm getting old. I'm getting older. And so it's like, even, I guess that's why it doesn't usually bother me as bad, because I'm used to kind of sitting, looking down, and, because that's what I did all day long, every day, doing nails and stuff. So, but I think it was because I had literally yesterday, I had gotten up at 4:30 yesterday morning. When I hadn't got up, I started crocheting probably about quarter after 5, 5:30. Got my coffee, got Luna taken care of, did all the things, and I literally crocheted until I went to bed. I think it was 10 o'clock, because I stayed up and watched 48 hours, because I had, 2 episodes, back to back episodes of 48 hours. So I had to stay up and watch that. But of course, I was crocheting while I was watching that and listening to it. So, oh, I know, Lenora, I know. So yeah, I mean, I've been busting it out, and I said I've got to bust it out, because it was going to drive me crazy if I didn't just go ahead and do it, because I knew I needed. I just know in my gut, I was just like, I know I'm going to need more hats, because that was one of my prime things that even started selling at the last one, and it wasn't even cold yet, you know. So, and not that it's much colder right now, but hopefully it'll be a little more chilly by then, in another week. But it looks like it's supposed to be back. It's supposed to be in the 60s. So I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I'm getting prepared for even closer to Christmas time too. That's what I keep saying. I want to be prepared so I can still enjoy Christmas. So I'm not like busting my bum, to get a ton of other stuff made too on top of that. That's why I want to have plenty of what I'm doing done. So then whenever I do go into the next one, if I only have 2 weeks maybe to maybe replenish some things or whatever, it's maybe not going to be quite as hard. So anyway, because then honestly, I'm going to have to start thinking about, if I go ahead and do the market that's there in February, no, in January. It's like towards the end of January, I think. I'm going to have to start thinking of Valentine Day-ish stuff, just kind of preparing for spring a little bit, I guess. Whatever. I mean, so I got to get back into my boutique brain whenever I had my boutique, and had to be ahead of the game with that, and the seasons and the all the things, fashion, home stuff, whatever, because that's kind of what I gear towards. That's what I do more of the wearables and the home stuff a little bit, and the decorative stuff. And I do some plushies, but just the little ones, just for something fun to break up. Not doing the same thing all the time. They're fun to do. And no, I have not got my warmies sewn up. I was gonna get those sewed up yesterday. I was determined I was gonna get those done yesterday. I was like, no, hurry up and do the hats, because really, seriously, tomorrow is my put together day. Like my earrings that I got done, I need to put the hooks on. That's all I have to do. I've got all of my garland stuff done. I just need to measure out the string for them. And I think what I'm going to do too is have it. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to say that because I don't know for sure. But anyway, I got to get my string measured out for my garlands. because otherwise I have all my buttons and everything sewed on, all that stuff, except for my snowflakes. I have 5 of those that I need to put buttons on. So, and then just making sure the things that I need to put tags on have a tag. So, and get everything kind of packaged up, like putting my bags, my storage bags. So they're kind of all grouped together and stuff. So then I'm not hunting for everything because I have everything already packaged up for my previous one. I've not messed with it. My terrain is packed. In the back of my terrain, I still have my stuff in there because it was like, no, I'm just going to have to turn around and put it back in. So thank goodness we haven't had to need the back of the train for anything, but there's a piece of furniture here that the kids are going to take that really I should take with us when we go on Tuesday. But my train is packed in the back, so I can't. So it's all right. They can get it later. And I don't have to worry about tables. This one provides the tables for me this time. So I don't have to lug my tables this time, which is awesome. Hello, Samantha. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing good. Oh gosh. What time is it? Probably, yeah. Yeah, it's almost 10, I thought. Yeah, I'm in Central Time, so it's almost 10 o'clock. I'm working on hats tonight. Uh, it's this style of hat, kind of the floppier, kind of more loose, crocheted with a trim, with a bill like on it. So yeah, I'm getting those stocked up for this weekend, this next weekend. Are you working on anything fun right now? Getting ready to go to bed? Okay. A lot of people are going to probably be off tomorrow with the holiday. I don't know. So, yeah, I was getting tired earlier today too, but I think I'd sat too long crocheting. So I got up and done some house stuff and got supper ready and got the dishes all done. And I just don't have my laundry folded yet. So, hey, Randy, how are you? Oh, you traveled all day, Samantha? Okay. Yeah, you probably are tired. I hope you're feeling better, Randy, and I hope you enjoyed your delicious dinner. the other evening. And you got to enjoy some leftovers, maybe. Oh, I am so glad, Randy. I am so glad. It's not fun being sick at all, especially whenever you have a combo. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I dropped a stitch all the way down here. Oh my gosh. I knew something felt off. I can't have a hole in my hat, so it's going to have to be Froggy Frog. Or I may just switch to my other color. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Here I have a yeah, because you're an hour ahead of us, Randy, so and you're still kicking. Maybe it's just because your body's kind of getting the second wind and Oh my gosh. Oh well, isn't the first time, won't be the last time I'm going to be doing this. So, good, good, because it sounded delicious. It sounded so delicious. So, I made homemade chicken noodle soup. And that's what we had for the last 2 days. So, that was quite yummy. So, Sam finished it up tonight. So, and I made me some, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, rice noodles, and it was like chicken and whatever, and it's like an oriental dish, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, I did make me some of that, but I haven't had any of it yet. Whitney ate it for supper, but I haven't had any to try it yet. But I don't know if it's going to be as good as what I get in Chicago or not. But if there's any left, there may not be any left. But I got a fuzzy in my mouth. Okay, we're switching color. I'm switching. I'm just gonna let the mauve rest. She's tired. She's tired. I'm tired. We're just gonna let it rest a minute. And I'm gonna go to my Big Twist cream. Because I started it and I thought, oh no, I have that mauve in there. Yeah, well, I ate the last of it for lunch today. And so tonight my cousin Amy brought me McDonald's for supper. Hey. What did you have for McDonald's? Was it anything good? I hardly get anything McDonald's anymore, so About the only thing, well, and I say that about the only thing I can have is French fries, but the French fries there I don't even think are gluten free, so I don't know. It wasn't good. Oh gosh. Well, well, after you had that delicious dinner, in comparison, it probably wasn't. Nothing beats home cooking, you know? Homemade home cooking. Oh yeah, it was. That was. It was. It was nice of her though. That she was thinking of you. I was honestly kind of afraid, like last evening, that I was coming down with something because of my stomach. It wasn't that I felt bad, but it was just kind of like, okay, did I something not agree with me, or am I getting sick? And I was like, I better not be getting sick. I don't have time to be getting sick. But felt fine all day today, so thank goodness, nothing. So it must have just been something that didn't agree with me or something. What I should be working on probably is my shawl, but I don't know. Or my poncho, not shawl. It'll probably get taken with me too this weekend. Work on between it and my other scarf thing. I want to make one of those scarves with the sleeves where it wraps around, but that'll have to be for later. I started to go to bed and I seen that you were on, and I said, well, I'm going to stay up for a bit. Yes, I'm glad you did, Randy. Like I said earlier, I didn't get a chance to get on any earlier than what I did. Because Sam had just gotten off, I don't know, maybe about 20 minutes prior to me getting on. Because I was trying to get stuff ready to wrap stuff up, whatever, and I had just finished that one scarf and getting stuff kind of cleaned up and everything. And I thought, well, I'll go ahead and get on around 9. So this is what I told him. I said, well, I guess I'll subject myself to the evening group with it being a holiday. If everybody knows what I mean, it could be quite interesting. But you know what? It's really been pretty good. Not had any issues, and thank you, thank goodness. So, and no, I'm not jinxing it because I'm not going to say any more. So, And Sam just kind of laughed. I said, yeah, because people are going to be off. A lot of people are probably going to be off tomorrow. So they're going to be staying up doing their thing tonight, maybe. I don't know. Because I thought, my people, surely some of my people will be on, you know. So that's what I was looking forward to, is that maybe I would catch some of you all. So I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow morning or not, because I may have to go with Sam. Yeah, I figured you probably would be, Lenore. Oh, yeah, I figured you probably would be. But Sam has another dentist appointment tomorrow, and I almost forgot about it. I knew it was tomorrow, but it was just like, it just snuck up on me. So I was like, okay, I gotta remember that. I don't know for sure if I'll have to go with him or not, but I don't think I don't think there's anything that I'm gonna have to go with him. I mean, they're not putting him out or anything like that. That appointment comes later, where we have to go get all these wisdom teeth cut out. So, but we don't have that appointment with, because I had him referred just to my oral surgeon, and that appointment I think is after Thanksgiving, even for just like his consult. So, but tomorrow we're trying to get other work done before he gets the wisdom teeth taken out, because his front two teeth have a lot of issues and stuff, and they're slowly getting that corrected. So, and it looks like Invisaligns are in his future. So we'll see. But we got a coupon in the mail for $750 off, and I'm thinking, I mean, we already have the estimated bill of whatever thing's going to be, so I already know. I was like, well, there goes my new car in a couple of years, whatever. But anyway, not that I'm paying the whole bill, but I know he's going to have help with it. So, but I was like, this is ridiculous. But for the Invisalign, yeah, a coupon for $750 off. So I'm thinking, if you're giving me a coupon for $750 off, how much are the Invisaligns just by themselves? I I have not asked, but I'm sure I'll find out. So we're taking that coupon. We're taking that coupon, and it's for the place, of course, that he's going. So I am still up and dealing with my depression from being sick. Aw. I also have been missing my mom, something awful. So then I got online to a CR class to praise God and get lifted up by Jesus. Yes, Randy, and that always helps, doesn't it? It always helps to do that. Yeah. And just knowing that you're not alone. You are never alone. Never, never alone. So, but yeah, I am. I'm sorry that you're going through that. And once you start getting, feeling better and better, that'll subside. And just being outside when you can, when and if you can, and just getting some sunshine, even if you just go out and sit on your porch if you can, or whatever. Then I found you online, and now my day is filled complete with you and Nora. Aw, that is very sweet. Thank you. Very sweet. Well, I'm glad you stumbled upon us too. Because that's what I want. I just want to connect with people and stuff, and, you know. Earlier today it was 70 degrees here, so I went in my car and drove out in the country and got fresh air and vitamin. Well, that's good that you got out. Yeah, because I think it was about, in the 70s here too. And nice and sunny. I I wasn't going to complain. I was sitting on the couch as the sun was going down a little bit there, and it was, oh my gosh, it was right in my eyeballs. And I was like, I'm not going to complain. I'm loving it. I'm sure it did make you feel better. Sometimes you just need a little bit of laughter at the end of the day. We've already had a few laughs so far. Yes, yes. It is. It's always fun and funny and whatever. And yeah, we usually find something to laugh about. And, sometimes we do get some entertainment. So it can get interesting sometimes. Well, yes, it is fun. I mean, and if you can't laugh, and if you can't laugh at yourself, oh, yeah. I only went out for a bit today. I'm refusing to come down with something. My sinuses are trying to get me. Yeah. And unfortunately, that's a lot of people, I think, right now, Lenora. And it's one thing that I am not missing about being out in the workforce, out in the public, out in the anything. Because by this time every year, in September is usually when something kind of gets me, like the mid to end of September into November ish. And so far, we're good. So far, we're good. Like last night, though, I was wondering, but really, I think it just because I did eat some toast. I ate some low sodium toast that wasn't gluten free. So that was probably honestly the culprit. And I had an egg, and eggs don't always set well with me either. But I can have certain eggs sometimes. But yes, talked so much yesterday. Yeah, your voice is coming and going. Yeah, yep. Because that's the way I get too. I mean, after I get off work every day, my voice would sound like a frog. And even after I get off of here, sometimes, depending on how much I've talked, it's like, yeah, because after you talk a lot and stuff, it just kind of gets you. I mean, but I think mine has to do just kind of with my thyroid stuff, even sometimes. So, but yeah, I hear you. Well, I hope that you continue to be healthy and that nothing gets you. Nothing gets you. Because I mean, there's times where it's like you can tell, and I'll even say, "Ooh, something's getting me. Something's getting me," because you can just feel it. I'm getting better. However, I just keep coughing and sneezing. I go back to the doctor tomorrow. I hope it's all good news. Yeah, and it seems like isn't that just the kicker? It seems like that's what everybody holds on to is like that coughing and stuff. And I know my mom always does. It seems like she once she gets that cough, but she had, and I don't know if it has anything to do with her or not, but years ago she had that pleursy. So I think that may have something to do with it for her because she had that, like I said, years ago, back whenever I was still living at home. And so it could be that just something with her lungs. Oh, oh yeah. You see, it didn't really rain here that much yesterday, if at all, until later in the evening. I think it was in the evening when it rained here, maybe. I'm pretty sure it was already dark by the time it was raining because Luna ended up going to the shower and I was like, what's going on? So then I looked out, just like turned the light on or whatever because she acted like she wanted to go out first. And then whenever she said, and then I saw that it was the pavement and stuff was wet, like the landscaping stuff was wet. So, but other than that, it didn't rain here. So yeah, that's not good either. Whenever you're out in the rain like that and cold. Off and on all day. Got about 10 miles from there, and the sun was shining. Oh wow, yeah, yeah. It's weird how that happens. Because even in the town that I worked in, it's not a very big town, and I mean, it would be the weirdest thing. On one end of town, it could be like downpour, whatever, and the other side of town, nothing. Didn't get a drop of nothing. Yeah, that's whenever it rained here too, Randy. But I didn't really hear it or anything. Really, once I went to bed last night, I pretty well zonked. And then, like I said, I did wake up with my neck kind of doing its thing, and I was like, oh, please. And it finally calmed down, kind of, because I ended up falling asleep, and I woke up this morning and it was fine. It wasn't hurting or anything. But so then I told myself, oh, well, maybe I'll just take it easy today and won't do as much. Yeah, well, no. I got up and got my coffee and got Luna around and stuff. Did our thing with her. Um, Sat down and made a hat. Then got in the shower and got ready for church. And sat down and started a second hat. And finished the second hat whenever I got home. And then I made a scarf. So, and now I'm still making hats. So I'd say I'm doing just as much. We have a line. We have a line. I've seen it wet on one side and dry on the. Yeah. Yep. Crazy thing. Craziest thing. But it would happen all the time. All the time. Still happens. Okay, count these to make sure. Yahoo! I said the same thing. I'm going to relax today. Then I kept thinking about that dragon. I'm going. That turned into I'm going to finish this thing one way or another. Now you're working on a snake. Oh gosh. I had contemplated trying a snake, but I hadn't yet. I will one day. Super easy, but I get bored with them because, of course, it's repetitive, right? Well, hopefully, I get my little warmies put together tomorrow. And then if I'm not on during the day, then maybe sometime tomorrow evening I can get on and show you. Because my turtle, I think, is going to end up being really cute. And I did like a little, like your basic, like little teddy bear face and arms, and just, it was that one where you attach the head and the arms and the body all together. And I actually got it to work. I didn't know how it would be. I didn't know. I had never done a pattern like that before, but it turned out fine. So now I just need to, with it, I just need to put the pouch in, the little rice packet thing in it. And I didn't put the safety eyes on it. So I'm going to have to embroidery them. We'll see how that goes. I'm trying to get better at that. I'm really trying to get better at it, but I feel like I've gotten better. We'll see. We'll see. But I did use the safety eyes on the turtle. And that turtle was really easy to make, honestly. And I just made two shell tops to put together to use to put my packet, my little rice pouch inside of its shell. So I thought about if I had time to just sew up some just little rice pouches, extra ones, whatever, just to have, but I don't know if I'll get that done or not. Oh, an update on the plumbing. Everything's been working great with the plumbing. We haven't had any issues. Nothing's happened. Each item is different. Eyes on one will turn out perfect. and the next one will fight you all the way. Yes, because that has been my experience as well. Been my experience as well. So, but no, they came and jetted everything out. Whenever we were on together the other day, they got that finished. They left, and we have not had anything since then. And I am so happy. I am so happy. In my basement, I don't know what happened, but that guy cleaned my basement. I mean, because I knew that he was like trying to clean up and do or whatever down there because I mean, it was bad. I just, I didn't, I had to go down there, because I didn't know what happened. But I went down there and it was like nothing even happened. Because whenever I went down there, I thought it was like splattered everywhere. I mean, literally everywhere. I thought I'm going to have to call Surf Pro or something to come in and do all the things. And I'm telling you what, and my rug down there, I had an area rug, which I was fine with them taking because it was a rug that I didn't really like that well anyway. But I had had it down there just so the kids could have it to play on and play on their toys and whatever, be on the floor and be a little more comfortable. And so I wasn't upset really in a way because then now I can get a different rug. But still, it was a fact that, he had to get rid of it. So he asked me, and because he said, there's some things down here. Do you want me to get rid of them? I was like, if it got anything on them, just take it. I don't care. Because, I mean, the stuff that I had pulled out was like all my decorative and like Christmas stuff. Like, because with us still renovating the house and everything, I don't have a lot of my stuff, like my decorative stuff hung up or anything right now. So my walls are pretty well bare. I mean, there's nothing. So I had pulled everything out along with my Christmas stuff in the basement towards where the bedroom type area is where the kids have, their bed and all that whenever they're here. And so it was a good thing that I had it where I did, but there were still some stuff that was kind of there on the perimeter there. So he was like, well, there's some Christmas stuff. And I said, what you do with it, whatever. Because I already know that probably 90% of that stuff I'm going to end up getting rid of because it's stuff that I put there knowing that, okay, I haven't really been using it the last few years. So now it's lightened me to just get it out of here, get it done, and just but the thing is once I start decorating for Christmas is the time then that I'll be able to, like go through it good, know for sure what I'm going to keep because really everything is up here that I want to keep as far as decorating goes. So now it's just basically just loading it in my car, making sure it is stuff that I want to get rid of and just be done with it. So but I was just like, oh my gosh, if it's that much of a wreck, it is really going to be really easy for me to get rid of stuff now, but then I was like, what about my furniture down there? What is that going to look like? Did it get on my furniture? And, because we have a couch down there, we have the bed down there, we have a rocking chair that I mean, it just had like the chat, like the nice chair, padded chair, type thing. But I mean, at least the flooring wasn't, it was like a laminate flooring. So, I mean, and it's where if anything would ever happen we can replace it. It's not a big deal and it's not as super expensive, but doggone it, it was still money that I paid and the time that it took me to lay that flooring. you know so I'm just hoping that nothing really got and that everything dries good, nothing got under it and all that kind of stuff. And so yeah, but yeah, whenever I went back down there it was like, okay. I mean, it doesn't even smell like anything happened. Nothing. It was like, okay, I'll take that. I'll take it. I'm not going to complain because I mean, this was a young kid. I mean, I say a young kid. I mean, he was probably my son, both my between my son's ages. So So it was very, and he was so apologetic, and he was just like, whenever he got ready to leave to go get his parts and stuff, he popped his head back in, and he was like, "Ma'am, I'm just really sorry." And I was like, "It's okay." And he was like, "No, this doesn't happen." He was like, that doesn't happen." And I said, "Well, things do happen though, and it's okay. Everything is doable and fixable, you know." But I was just like, oh, I didn't want to have to clean up that mess. It was just like I had no equipment to do. I mean, we have a shop vac, but really, it was going to take more than a shop vac. But whatever he did, I don't know. I mean, he took care of it. So I was happy. I was happy. But that young man at one point in time down there, I heard the words coming out of his mouth, so he wasn't happy with himself. And at one point in time, I heard him say, "I'm done. I'm just done." And then he stormed out the back door, and I'm like, "Are you coming back? Are you coming back?" But he did. I mean, he did. But yes, it was a huge blessing, Randy. I mean, I was just like, yeah, I kept saying that day, "I'm covered. I know I'm covered. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine." And one or two things did happen, but still, I was covered. Everything was doable and fixable. So, oh boy. Yeah, because we'd been dealing with this, Randy, for a week. It was like a day short of a week that we'd been dealing with it. So, it was crazy. But I did say it was a blessing in disguise. I really felt that. And I was like, I think it was something that needed to be repaired anyway to begin with. I mean, so with whatever happened, it made that happen to where the repairs were done, you know. So we got some new pipe. We got some new pipe out of the deal. And so that's good and secure and everything. And, you know, whatever. So, because I mean, this house was built in 71. I mean, it's not old by any means, but I mean, it was built in 71, 72 ish, something like that. It's ranch style house. And so, yeah, I mean, there's going to be some things. So, but our septic's good and pumped out. We shouldn't have to pump it for a long time. So, that's good. Shouldn't have any issues with that. So I don't know what it was. If the guy, after he got done pumping us out, if he didn't flush the line, if it, I don't know. Obviously, that's where it was, where window gets floated. Oh, I know. But the thing is, I could hear him because it's just right outside this window to the north. Yeah, no, to the south of our house, and that's where the drain and stuff was at, or the whatever. And so anyway, he was rooting down that again, and that the guy that had been here previously had already done that. Well, that's whenever he said that the septic tank was all backed up or whatever, too full, whatever. And I mean, we have lived here for over 20 years, and we had never had it pumped, so it didn't really surprise us, that could be the culprit. So we just figured, okay, it's just that, and we'll get it drained, pumped, whatever, and go on. But yeah, it was definitely something from the backup, and in because it ended up being like the Y joint type pipe. But he was ramming that thing, and I mean, I could hear it. And whenever that other guy had done it before, I didn't hear him doing anything. But this kid, he was going at it. So, and he wasn't going to give up at all until. And then it was just like all of a sudden, I just heard him do one loud, just shoving of that thing, and it was just like, boom. Oh boy, yeah. So I was just scared to death that there was water flying everywhere. I was ready to hear the waterfall because we had already had the monsoon. We had had literal water like coming through from the ceiling, from up here upstairs, ceiling of the basement. So yeah, I mean, yeah, there was something with it. Yeah, he wasn't finding anything. I mean, so yeah, I mean, I think he just didn't know, so he blamed it on the septic, which it. I mean, we did. We need to have it. We did need to have it pumped. We did, but yeah, he didn't find. Yeah, I mean, I think he just kind of laid it on that and then was like out of here. So yeah. At least this guy, he was on it and he was like, he wasn't going to give up until he got it. I had to give him that. So, but I know what joint that it was without even, because I didn't even look at the ceiling whenever I went down there. I just was looking at everything down just right there. But I know what it was because I'd seen it, because we have exposed ceiling down there because we used to have the drop down ceiling, and we tore that all out whenever we remodeled and renovated the basement. And so, and it always looked janky, but there's a lot of pieces in our house that are a little bit janky. And so yeah, I mean, he got it fixed, he got it done, and he repaired it, and yeah, I mean, he was on it. I mean, he knew, and but I mean, as soon as it happened, he was. But I mean, he did. He knew what parts to go and get, and he fixed it and did the cleanup, everything. So I can't complain. I can't complain at all. So I felt bad for him. I felt bad for him because I mean, he didn't expect that to happen at all. But I really do think that we needed a new pipe through there anyway. I think there was an issue with it to begin with too, that probably was part of the problem, and of causing the backup anyway, and the way it was kind of janky there. So yeah, yes, he was that day. Yes, he was. Oh gosh, because I even told the first guy that came, because it was raining. Oh my gosh, that day it was horrible, horrible day. And I said, I was like, I'm just gonna let you know, I was praying for you before you even came today, because I said, with the way the weather is, I wouldn't want to be out there missing. And then this kid that came, the second one, I said, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I said I was in there praying over my toilet this morning, being like, okay, should I flush you? Should I? And then I was like, Lord, should I flush it? And I was like, if I'm not supposed to, make something happen. Make something happen that I get distracted, because I'm easily distracted. So I was like, okay, I'm going in. I remember just like, I'm going in, I'm going in. And I flushed it and it went perfect. So I thought, okay, it's not going to be a big deal. It's just going to be that they'll just come and say, okay, yeah, everything's fine. It was an air bubble or something like that. No, it wasn't. But anyway, I still prayed over my toilet. And maybe that's what saved it, having too much more happen. I don't know. So, but how many people pray over their toilet? I don't know. I just thought it was kind of funny. So, anyway. And everything's a deal, which is usually just a good story. Oh, I did, because I kept saying it. It was like I kept looking up, and I was like doing my hand. I was like, I'm going in. Oh, yeah. He didn't tell me not to, so I did it. But And then I was all happy and everything, and I called Whitney and I was like, well, should still come or not? And he was like, well, yeah. And I was like, yeah, you're right. We probably should, just in case, you know. And then if there is something, then it will be on them to try to find it or whatever, and they'll be able to do, you know. So, but anyway. Okay. I'm not dropping any more stitches. Oh, goodness. Luna's passed out. She's out here sleeping actually now. So she must not think that she needs to be in the safety of her shower. One year my car wouldn't start in the cold, and this Pentecostal lady told me to lay on my horn or lay on my hood and pray that the car starts. So I did. I praise God. Oh my. So it started? Not only my car started, but the heat started working after being broke for a month. Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, he works in mysterious ways. Oh, believe me, I was doing a lot of praising myself after I got all of that stuff done. Oh my. Yeah. So, yep. refer to that lady as Jesus' secretary. As Jesus' secretary? Oh my. Oh. Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you the other day when I said I would be right back. My friend was dropping off some stuff. I knew I wouldn't be out there very long, but my son came out and he had to go to work. I was driving down the road when I realized I left you going in the house. So I was just talking to myself. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Well, you had me in your pocket that one day, I think, or something. Oh my gosh. That is too funny. Oh boy. Yeah, I remember because I think I ended up having to get off or something or something. I don't remember. And you hadn't come back yet, I don't think. And I think I had to get out because of Sam or something, maybe. I don't remember now. That might have been the day that I had to go ahead and get off of here for something. I remember it though. I remember you saying that you were going to be right back. But I didn't think anything about it because I thought, because sometimes with the grands or whatever and kids and all the things. So that is hilarious. I came back in and my daughter said she just ended right before you came back in. I said, dang it, yes. Sam was going to get on. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought that it was whenever he was going to be getting on. So. Oh gosh. Hey, at least you can. At least it counted towards my watch hours, right? You were contributing to my watch hours. He brought the keys out so I didn't come back in the house to John. And yes, that's what I thought too. Yeah, so it all worked out. It all worked out. I thought about using my son's phone to call my daughter and have her tell you that I had left the building. Oh, yeah. Now I've got the Elvis song, the song that he always played, I have that in my head. Oh gosh. Oh. 1, 2, 16 rows, and I need to do 21. Well, no, 22. Hmm. Yes, it is after midnight. Because I just looked to see what time it was this, or to see how long I'd been on here. It was like, oh. And then I thought of you for a second. I was like, oh, it's midnight where you're at. So it doesn't surprise me if you've nodded off. Oh, oh my goodness, I'm gonna start yawning. Oh gosh. We talked her to talked her to sleep, yeah. Well, like my sister, we'd stay up talking in the night or whatever, and even now, if we're traveling, doing anything or whatever, and she'll just be talking, and I mean, she'll fall asleep and she'll still be talking, and she's legit asleep. And she'll get quiet, but then it's just like, it's almost like she can just kind of resume. And I'm just like, I've never been that way, but it is hilarious. And to get her to talk in her sleep, oh my gosh, it's so easy to get her to talk in her sleep. I slept walk, she talked in her sleep. I don't think she ever slept walk though, but I don't think my brother did either one. Oh, my sister, she'd grind her teeth too. I'm going to go to sleep. Good night, my friends. Sleep well and many blessings. The same to you, Randy. And I am so glad you joined us tonight. I've been thinking about you. So, and I was praying that you're feeling better. So I'm glad that you are. And so, yeah, we'll see you soon. You have a good rest. Take care. Yes, I'm sure I will be on here at some point tomorrow, possibly in the morning. If not, it'll be later. So, oh my gosh, everybody coughing around. Me and my sister would have full conversations in our sleep. We only knew because our mom told us that she came back there to tell us to go to sleep, and we were both sound asleep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was the night owl, though. I was the one that could stay up, and I would stay up and read, and I'd always be up reading or whatever. And my sister would get mad because she wanted to go to sleep, and I wanted to stay up and read. And then I'd get in trouble if I'd stay up until like midnight reading or whatever. But she'd fall asleep, get mad at me. I mean, it was like it never. I mean, she was still able to go to sleep. I mean, but oh my gosh. And I'd talk to her. I'd ask her questions. I'd. And I mean, we'd be in the middle of a conversation. And even now, we are night owls, my mother included. Oh yeah, my mom. Well, my mom really wasn't. My sister wasn't, but I was. But I mean, she'd literally be mid sentence in something, fall asleep, like still mumbling it, whatever, and then she'd wake up, like she'd wake herself up somehow or whatever. I mean, minutes later, resume where she was at, and I'm like, how did you do? How did you do that? I don't know how she did that at all. But anyway, my brother was more of a night owl than my sister. Me and my brother are more alike anyway. Have more similar interests and stuff. We're more alike that way. My daughter-in-law will go to sleep mid-sentence and that's it. She's done. And you won't have a clue she was even getting tired. Oh my goodness. And just pass out. Yeah. That's my best friend, Cindy, the girl that was on here the other day. That's where she is. It's like we can be talking up a storm and would have thought, I mean, and she's keeping cadence, she's doing whatever, and boom. It's like, what happened? I thought we were talking. Oh gosh. Even on the phone, if we're on the phone sometimes and she gets tired, and I won't even know it. She won't even, and all of a sudden I'm just like, hello? Are you still there? She gets a hold of me after 9. I just know something's got to be right. Yeah. Oh boy, yeah. Yeah, because if she's like a 9 o'clock set on 9 o'clock, yeah. I have good intentions of like going to bed like at 9. I even have it in my phone to do that for, to kind of have me a little schedule in my phone and have it go off and whatever. I may head that way, may start to head that way about that time, but it's very rare. I'm very rare, unless I'm super duper tired or have had a string of days where I've gotten up, really early and stuff or something or whatever. If we've been really busy, if it's been before that, or if I'm sick. So, but yeah, whenever I go to bed, I usually lay there and watch something on my phone for a little bit to catch up on stuff and catch up on the people that I follow on YouTube and stuff like that, and read because I have books on there too and stuff that I'm reading on my Kindle and stuff like that, which I haven't done for a while. I haven't read for a while, but or looking on Pinterest. I'm in Pinterest all the time, looking stuff up because it's fun just to look at stuff. But then I also have 10 million boards and they're jam packed. My crochet boards, oh my gosh, I don't even know how many crochet boards I have jam packed with stuff that I'll never get made. But have given me inspiration too at the same time. But so yeah, on my last row. If I go to bed that early, I'm up in the middle of the night and ready to go. Yeah, there has been times I've done that. There has been times. Well, whenever I had the virus, um, oh my gosh, my sleep was so screwed up, and I'd be wide awake in the middle of the night because I would try to get up and do stuff and whatever because I just didn't want to be laying around. But then I would get so tired, you know, and you'd start to feel a little bit better, and then you get really tired, and then I would sleep, and then my sleep patterns were all off, and all of that stuff. And then whenever I just wanted to sleep so bad, I couldn't because my sleep was off. So yeah, during that time, that was the worst. And then whenever we had our Bailey girl, whenever I was training her and kindling, kennel training her and stuff, and she was this itty bitty puppy. And again, it's like having a newborn. And I'd be up and down with her all night long for 2 weeks straight. It took me a good 2 weeks with her, which was pretty good because some of our pups that we've had has been longer. But oh my gosh. So then there would be some nights to be like, oh, I just want to go to bed, just want to go to bed early. But then if I did, then I was wide awake and wired. or she would have me up, and then I'd be so tired I couldn't sleep then at all, because you just couldn't get settled down. All for all for my little puppy. So, because what worked for our other dogs in the past did not work for her, and I finally found a way with her, but it ended up me not getting much sleep, like I said. And then she ended up being perfect. It took right at 2 weeks, and then she was good to go. She had her bedtime. She knew when her bedtime was, and she didn't fight it. I mean, she was golden after that. So it was worth it. Oh, I'm done with my last row. Yay. Yikes. And there I go again. Huh. Oh, what did I do that for? Oh, Jonna Lee. Jonna Lee. Oh well, doesn't matter. We'll still get some together. I just shouldn't have done that yet, but I did. Not a big deal. Might help if I turned it the right way. Okay. Now I can sew up the end. Okay. Forgot about that one. Yeah, I think this big twist will be okay to use this for. Because to me, it has a little bit of a different texture anyway, and it kind of has the same as what the other bulky. This one may just be a tad thicker feeling, the bulky than this, but it's still very, very, very close. being the same. So yeah, now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hats. I'm still here. We had to go for a drive. Hey, it's perfectly fine. I thought it turned out good for it being a number 4 weight. I mean, like I said, I mean, even feeling the comparisons between the two, they feel very much the same. The bulky yarn, yes, it has a little bit more, weight to it, thickness feeling, but not a lot more. So I think it'll work if I want to do some more with it. And I'll revisit the mauve. I'm just not doing it tonight. So, because then I still have my red, because I would really like to try to even make a red one maybe, but I don't I don't know that I'll get it done for this market though. So I really would like to find some more of this though, because it is really pretty. I made a scarf and a hat set out of that, because I had several skeins of it, but I don't know. I'll just have to keep my eye out at Hobby Lobby and see. And they may still have it, and I've just missed it. It may be discontinued. I don't know. But like I said, I got it at the thrift, so and I'm glad I picked it up now because it is really pretty. So I got 2 black, 2 gray, 2 multi, a cream, and a mustard, which does not look like that in person, but it's a really pretty mustard, warm mustard color. So I think I'm set for right now. Oh man, that's the never ending skein of red. Oh yes it is. Oh yes it is. It is, it is. It's gonna last forever. The same with the cream. Like I said, it looks so gigantic. I mean, to put it up here, it looks like it's as big as my body. So yeah. And you can get those big ones. I think I got them for $7.99. I think is what they were. I think is what they run sometimes, and I think that's what they're even going to be running here for Black Friday, maybe. So, but anyway, well, I keep yawning, and I'm actually starting to get tired. So I probably will go ahead and get off of here for now. I got the hat finished. I could have probably gotten almost 2 hats finished if I wouldn't have had, my mauve deal. So So anyway, so yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and get off of here for tonight, and I will probably be back on at some point tomorrow, so I don't know what I'll be working on. I may have my sewing machine out and we may be doing rice packs. We may be sewing buttons on my 5 snowflakes. We could do a combo of both. I don't know. So it is bedtime. So that's where I'm heading. So, because yeah, it's like 12:30, I guess now, something like that. So, okay. Well, I'll catch you later. You be safe. Take care. And thanks for hanging out with me tonight. And I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Good night.